This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule. It is her world, a world apart from mine. Her name is Catherine. From the moment I saw her, she captured my heart with her beauty, her warmth, and her courage. I knew then, as I know now, she would change my life forever.
He comes from a secret place, far below the city streets, hiding his face from strangers, safe from hate and harm. He brought me there to save my life, and now, wherever I go, he is with me in spirit. For we have a bond stronger than friendship or love, and although we cannot be together, we will never, ever be apart.
Well, I'll see you next week.
Okay, now you take care now. Fisher Spassky, 4th game.
7th game.
I don't know what masochistic impulse ever prompted me to teach you chess. Oh, come in, Dustin. Thank you. Now, if I recall that 7th game correctly, Fisher was saved by a pawn.
Father? What is it?
I've always wondered when it would happen. Now it has. Vincent, I've never lied to you. The things I've taught you about the world above, so much was to protect you. And it was also to help me to forget. Forget a world I once loved.
I've always sensed that.
I have kept certain things from you about my life before.
Father, what are you trying to tell me?
I have to return. I have to go above.
When will you go?
As soon as I prepare myself. I'll be back this evening. When I return, we'll talk.
Father, you...
Please, Vincent, don't ask me anything more.
Still no answer, huh?
You can't expect after all this time. The ad's run for 7 days now. Do I have your permission to cancel this nonsense?
No.
Margaret.
Listen to me. A day hasn't passed, and I haven't thought about him. About seeing him again. Especially now.
He dropped off the face of the earth 35 years ago. We're not even sure.
I know he's alive.
This is difficult for me, Margaret. I'm worried about you, as your lawyer and as your friend. First this, and now these new provisions you made for your will. Your judgment.
Oh, please, Alan, not now. Henry's due here any minute.
That's who I'm worried about.
We've been through all this before. He's a sweet man. He's good to me. Not to mention what he's done for others. You shouldn't worry.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Will you excuse us, please?
Oh, Henry, come on in. You're not interrupting anything.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Don't go.
Goodbye, Margaret.
Bye.
Well,
Wish you and Alan would get along together better.
Margaret, I try. I really do.
I know you do. The beautiful Henry.
Oh, thank you. So how you feeling?
Better.
Yeah?
Much better.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know how I'd manage without you.
You're not going to have to. First thing in the morning, I'm taking you home. You see, people want to believe they're doing what's right. I simply assure them that they are. Is there anything wrong with that?
Nothing?
Yet here I am defending myself.
You made the appointment.
Yes, and you agreed to see me. Oh, was it just curiosity?
Something like that.
You're a hard man to draw out, Alan. Let me help you. You're worried. 6 months ago, Margaret's diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. She has an enormous estate and not a single living relation. Simply put, you question the coincidence of my arrival on the scene. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. We're a charity. I mean, who better to solicit? Wealthy people want to be remembered for their good works. I'm sure Margaret had other offers. She happens to have chosen us.
She chose you, Dutton. That's what I'm worried about.
Whoa. So you can be direct.
Direct enough to advise Margaret against the trust she's established.
Why?
I commissioned someone to look into your fiscal affairs a couple of weeks ago. He called yesterday from the Cayman Islands. For Margaret's sake, I'm willing to keep what he's found quiet. But only if you disassociate yourself from her completely.
You're an old man, Alan. You don't want to lock horns with me.
What do you make of the committee's findings?
I said all I wanted to say at the hearing. I have nothing further to add.
Sir,
Alan. Alan?
From the desk. Now! Larry, we got a man down. Radio and ambulance.
Look, I'm a doctor. He was already...
Shut up!
Ambulance to law offices of Ellen Taft, 4300 building on Park. We have a 1015. Do you copy over?
We copy Unit 2. Man down. Ambulance and paramedics dispatched to 4300 building, Park. Backup's not requested. A 1015 has been filed.
You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law.
Sorry to wake you, Catherine.
Something's wrong.
It's Father.
What's happened?
He went above today for the first time I can remember. He should have been back hours ago. He's somewhere in this city. I need your help, Catherine.
Of course I'll help.
I should never have let him go alone.
Where was he going?
It had something to do with his life before.
When he lived above? What has he told you about his life then?
Only that it was another life, lived by another person. And that the memory of it was best forgotten. I know he was a doctor.
Do you know his full name?
I've always called him Father.
Guy still won't give his name, huh?
Nada. But check out the stuff we got from his pockets. Silver certificates. They've been out of circulation for now, what, 20, 30 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pair of ticket stubs from a Dodgers-Giants game.
Brooklyn, New York, Ebbets Field, 1952.
Twilight Zone, huh?
What?
Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
What do I think? What I always think. Why me?
Yeah.
Why did you kill Alan Taft?
I didn't kill Alan Taft. When I found him, he was already dead.
I see. So you know him?
I knew him.
What were you doing in his office? You were looking for something, right? The place was torn apart. Maybe this will help you remember. It's got Taft's address. We found it in your pocket. The wreck of my memories. What does it mean? Maybe you start by telling us your name. What do you say?
Hey, mister, who the hell are you?
Will you answer the question, please? Are you now, have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
No, I have not.
What is your occupation?
I'm a research physician. I was employed at the Chittenden Institute until some months ago.
It is this committee's understanding that your security clearance was denied for subversive activities.
I am a doctor. I was trying to save lives.
Please confine your answers to the questions asked.
Why is it that no one wants to hear that the Atomic Energy Commission has grossly miscalculated radiation doses?
Now, this is not communist-inspired propaganda. It is a medical fact, the result of intensive research. My God, in Nevada, they are exploding nuclear devices in front of our own troops.
Now, I can say...
You will limit your testimony, sir, to the committee's agenda. And speech-making is not on that agenda.
It's a waste of time, Rennie, I'm telling you.
Here's something. In June of 1951, the Chittenden Research Institute was given a grant by the Defense Department to conduct studies on the effects of nuclear fallout. There's something else. In November of that year, here it is. One of the research doctors claimed that the Chittenden Institute was misrepresenting his findings. My God, it's him. There's a photo. He was forced to retire when he called for the abolition of atomic weapons, a halt of research. His name was Dr. Jacob Wells.
Jacob.
There's more. Give me a second. He was blacklisted. The Un-American Activities Committee.
I've read about that time. I also found this in his dresser. Behind a photograph. A wedding photograph.
And you haven't opened it?
I couldn't.
Vincent. If we have any hope of finding him, we need to learn everything we can about his life.
I know.
Dear Jacob, I am writing you from Paris, where my father has sent me. Spring has arrived early here, the time for lovers, and it's as if the season mocks my sadness.
But I'm beginning to understand that loss is sometimes necessary. I know of no gentle way to tell you that my father has annulled our marriage. I'd be lying to you if I said that I'd fought him. I can't even blame him. Forgive me, Jacob. Because I know you're innocent. And still, I don't have the strength to stand by you. But you are strong. And you will rebound. Of that I'm positive. Please don't hate me. We knew each other so short a time. All I can say seems useless. But still I cling to the wreck of my memories before they sink forever. Goodbye, Jacob. I'll love you always. Margaret.
Margaret's father.
Classic robber baron. Do you know he helped finance both sides of the Spanish-American War? He went through the Depression untouched. It's all past history, right?
Possibly.
Possibly. Listen, I'm awfully sorry Margaret wasn't up to it. Maybe tomorrow?
Tomorrow's fine. Just tell me when.
Oh, I wish I could. I can't. I mean, her condition doesn't allow me to be that specific. Listen, why don't I help you? Whatever it is, I can help you with it.
I'm sorry. It's private.
I thought you said you were from the district attorney's office.
I am. It's still private. My service number's on the card, so you can reach me tomorrow whenever Miss Chase feels up to it.
Well, of course.
Thank you.
Miss Chandler, are you always so mysterious?
Occupational hazard, I guess. Thank you for the coffee.
Miss Chase is awake. She's asking for you again.
I'll see her in a moment. Connor. The woman who was just here.
Sir?
Satisfy my curiosity, would you? Find out what she wants. Good man. Margaret?
Feel as if I've been sleeping for half a century. I think a walk in the park would do me good. See a little real green and smell some fresh air.
You need your rest, Margaret.
What time is it?
It's time for your medication.
Oh, damn. Damn those things.
Now, you should be grateful for those things.
I hate painkillers. A little pain is good for the soul.
Come on now. I've got a meeting with the planning commission. It started 5 minutes ago.
Please, Henry, I'd rather not.
Come on. Come on, Margaret. You take your medicine now. Doctor's orders. Bad girl. There you are.
I wonder why Alan hasn't called.
Oh, well, you know Alan.
That's just it. I do know Alan.
No, he definitely has a beard. Okay. Thank you.
Headache at 9 a.m.? Not a good sign.
Keep eating those and my headache is gonna move into my stomach. What are those?
Chocolate cheese nuggets.
For breakfast?
Want some?
No, thank you.
So what are you working on?
Nothing.
Nothing. That's good. Of course, you're 15 minutes late for the Bartoli deposition.
Great. See you later, Joe.
Have a nice day.
Mr. Bartoli, come with me. I'll take your statement now. us alone, please. Are you all right? Can I get you anything?
No. Please stay out of it. You must. Anything you do to draw attention to me can only...
You are being charged with murder. You must tell me everything that happened. Don't you know by now that you can trust me?
It's not that. I may be a stranger to your world, but I'm no stranger to the betrayals of your judicial system.
I am the only one who can help you.
If you really want to help me, please, go away.
I can't do that. Jacob. I know who you were. What you went through.
What about Vincent?
He knows.
I didn't want to keep things hidden from him. I wanted to forget. Does he understand it?
Yes. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm not ashamed.
Was it Margaret who sent for you?
Margaret? Have you seen her?
I tried. She's too ill to have visitors.
Is she in hospital?
No. She's at home.
She sent me a message. The wreck of my memories.
Did her message to you mean that she was in trouble?
I don't know. I took it to mean that she wanted to see me again.
And who was Alan Taft?
A friend. He defended me during the witch hunts. Put his own reputation on the line.
Was he Margaret's lawyer?
He was a family lawyer.
Do you know a man named Henry Dutton?
Why?
I don't know. Well, what else can you tell me about Margaret? Anything that would help me piece this together.
I don't know. She was so young when I knew her. And so beautiful.
Dutton's a player. He's playing by the rules.
How far back did you go?
All the way. Poor kid from Queens to 4 years in Cambodia with the Peace Corps to his latest project.
Which is?
A $10 million shelter for the homeless.
Where does he get his hands on that kind of money?
Got his own foundation. Private fundraisers, grants, donations.
No history of misappropriations or complaints filed?
Nothing.
Impressive.
But you're not impressed.
I don't know. Just didn't expect him to come out so damn spotless.
I'm telling you, the man is Nobel Prize material.
You never had any intention of building that shelter.
Oh, in the beginning, maybe.
And instead you funneled everything into your private account.
Do you have any idea what it's like to spend your life so close to so much wealth? To find a cause, to rally the support, and never see a dime? I got tired of doing unto others.
Even though you had to kill for it?
Especially because I had to kill for it.
And now what?
I wish I had a choice, Miss Chandler. I really do.
Well, goodbye.
Catherine, you've been more than a good friend to me. I know what you've risked, and believe me, I am grateful. Goodbye.
Father, I just want you to know I would never hurt him. I love him.
I know. I also know it can only bring him unhappiness.
Why do you say that?
Because part of him is a man.
So glad you're safe.
It's good to be home. Where is she?
Over here, Jacob. Jacob. Oh, Jacob.
You're too beautiful. I can't believe you're here.
No words. Just hold me. Hold me. I'm all right, Jacob. Really.
Here's the done. You know, we've done too much.
No. I just need to rest a bit. You've made a remarkable world here, Jacob. I've never felt so at peace.
And all these years, I've dreamed only of showing it to you.
If only I hadn't been such a fool.
No, don't, Margaret, please.
No, I have to say it. I've been meaning to all along. Now suddenly I don't know how to begin. I'm dying, Jacob. Sometimes it seems so damned unfair. Something in my body's turned against me. And then I remember what happened to you. And what I did. And I get the same feeling all over again. Like somehow I'm being punished.
Don't, Margaret.
Well, I know it's absurd, but I can't help thinking it.
Margaret, all is forgiven. I let go of all that anger years ago. Oh, yes, there was a time when I gorged myself on bitterness and self-pity. But then I came to know someone who had every reason to curse fate, to feel punished. And yet he accepted all that life had to offer with gratitude and love.
Vincent. We must do that too.
Margaret said the last 7 days were the happiest of her life.
And how is Father?
Healing. Alone. Grateful.
They truly loved each other.
Yes.
It's so sad to have had a beginning and an end. And all the time in the middle, empty.
They had 7 days, Catherine. 7 days.